Hey everyone, and welcome back to Through the Dragon Glass. I'm sorry I haven't put out a video in a while. I'm gonna try to start getting at least 2 out a month, hopefully more. I'm messing around with this new software. I'm using Adobe Audition right now, and then I'm starting to learn Adobe Premiere, Adobe Effects, things like that to make my videos better. It just kind of takes time to learn how to do them. We are on part 4 of chapter 5 of the Secrets of the Federal Reserve, the House of the Rothschild. This is the last part, part 5, and then we're going to move on to chapter 6, the London Connection, which will only be a 1-part series, so there won't be 2 parts to it. Before we get started, I want to make sure everyone hits that like button, thumbs up, notification bell, and leave a comment. Tell a friend about me. That is the biggest thing you can do. I'm not even going to ask for money. I mean, if you want to, go for it, but I'm asking you guys to tell someone about me. I think I've gotten 2 new subscribers since last time I talked to you, so someone said something to someone, or maybe, I don't know what happened. But I do want to thank the listeners for continuing to listen to me, even though none of you guys are getting me more listeners, nor are you giving me money, but I forgive you guys. Alright. So let's get started with Chapter 5, the Secrets of the Federal Reserve, House of the Rothschilds, Chapter 5, Part 4. Let's get started. The Rothschilds did not focus on individual loans, but loans to nations. This allowed the Rothschilds to accumulate a massive amount of money to control the world's finances. In doing so, they bankrupted many nations, causing poverty and starvation.
I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's. Oh my gosh, he is hungry.
The Rothschilds also made huge quantities of money through economic crashes and wars. Mayor Amschel Rothschild's 5 sons opened up branches in different European cities. James and Nathan Rothschild were the most successful in London and in Paris. The Rothschilds also received money from the elector of Hussar Frederick Williams, who made a lucrative amount of money selling mercenaries to the British. That is like, Hussar is a German ruler. During the Battle of Waterloo, Nathan Mayer Rothschild saw that Napoleon was losing the battle and quickly returned to Brussels.
Okay, wait. If we were one of the greatest generals in history, and we were stranded in San Dimas for one day, where would we go?
Here we go. Way back.
Waterloo!
Nathan paid 2,000 francs to be taken by boat in a raging storm to London. The next day, Nathan Rothschild started selling large quantities of securities. This made everyone believe he was in a panic because the British lost the Battle of the Waterloo.
I don't think it's gonna work.
No? Everyone followed suit, not knowing the British were winning, and he had agents buying up all the dump securities. In the end, the real winner of the Battle of the Waterloo was the Rothschilds.
I don't want to see you around here anymore. Beat it!
Using the fortune he accumulated from the Napoleon Wars, and with a little help from the Bank of Amsterdam, Nathan Rothschild gained control over the Bank of England. The Bank of Amsterdam in 1649 financed a man named Oliver Cromwell. He was an English general who fought and defeated King Charles I. When Cromwell died in 1657, the English throne was re-established and King Charles II ruled. When he died in 1689, the bankers that financed Oliver Cromwell helped put King William of the Orange on the throne. He repaid the bankers back by ordering Britain to borrow £1,250,000. He let the bankers consolidate the national debt to secure interest rates by directly taxing the people. All goldsmiths had to store all their gold in the Bank of England and could no longer issue notes. This gave bankers total control over England's finances. In 1698, the British Empire owed the Bank of England £16 million sterling. By 1815, the debt reached £185 million sterling from wars and compounding interest.
What is this? What is this? Where's all the money?
That's as good as money, sir.
Nathan Rothschild became so powerful when throwing a party he declared, "I care not what puppet is placed upon the throne of England to rule the empire on which the sun never sets. The man that controls Britain money supply controls the British Empire, and I control the British money supply." James Rothschild in Paris had also gained control over the majority of France's finances. He had accumulated over 60 million, and the only other person who had more wealth was the king at 800 million. The combined wealth of French bankers was 150 million less than James's wealth. He had unprecedented powers that gave him the ability to unseat governments whenever he wanted to.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
The Rothschilds were wed to very rich, powerful men around the world, giving them vast business connections and were very well informed on events happening around the world. Despite what the architects of the Federal Reserve said about politics and finances not mixing, they undoubtedly go hand in hand. In fact, one could argue mixing finances and politics is what gave bankers all their power. The Rothschild controlled the news in Europe by controlling Reuters International News Agency in London, Havas of France, and Wolf in Germany. The Rothschilds used the media to promote higher taxes, more government spending, a welfare state, closer relations to Russia, and denouncing anyone who opposed communism. It flaunts racism such as the white race is cancer, and everybody should hate cancer. The media deals with its opponents in two different ways. It attacks the person until they back down, or they completely silence them. I want to thank everyone for listening. Hit that subscribe, thumbs up, notification bell, tell a friend, donate money, you know the spiel. Thanks, guys.